Welcome to the Red Gold Redemption Podcast, 49ers podcast. We're about to talk about this offense, because people they're a little skeptical of the offense. They're not sure if it's going to work because Debo's gone, and then now that Purdy got this big contract, they're saying he's taking up all the money that we can use for other resources. But we're going to see how that goes because based on my notes, they got the offensive line ranked at number 12 overall, according to
I
Zoltan
mean,
Budek. That's
we
how he
have
has the
other
offensive line ranked.
positions too. Do you want me to add him for the other positions, or
Oh,
is
we're
it
about to
But
get
just
that presented.
12th overall, huh? But offensive line is. I thought we were gonna work on that more, but apparently we went with the defense more. But offense, we should be good. So without Debo, big loss, but we still got Kittle, Jawan Jennings, Ricky Parcell coming in his second year. He started breaking out in the second half a little bit of the season, and we still got McCaffrey coming back healthy. So a lot of them gonna come back fully healthy this time.
Yeah, those are a
You
lot of
got to remember.
questionable. Yeah, we got to remember
Even
what.
Jennings, even Jawan Jennings got hurt. I think he had a great start in that big game he had against the Rams when he had 3 touchdowns. Even though we gave up the lead and lost, but if he could stay healthy, I want because he going into his final year also. So I don't know if we're going to extend him again or he going to play his out and go elsewhere. But we got we
Oh,
got we got the weapon, Jawan Jennings.
was this last year?
Yeah, we extended him a couple years ago only for a 2 year deal.
Oh, okay.
So we got him one more year, and then we'll see what we'll do with him. And we still got Parcell. I mean, Ricky, we got, we extended Kittle. Trent Williams say he come back. It seems like everybody's on track. Caffrey come back healthy. Williams come back healthy. So we'll see. Offensive line, I think I'm not really worried. I was always worried about who we lost more on the defense than offense. Because I already told you, Purdy, I'm not worried about. Everybody else is. I think it's just, I don't know if it's jealousy or hate, but he doesn't get credit the way he deserves it.
Well, he gets credit for those who matter.
Yeah, I get it, but nobody else. I think you can't name a quarterback that's good that didn't have weapons around him.
Yeah, you're always going to have weapons. And the thing is, with those weapons, they're all like low draft picks. I forgot the exact, was
But
like
they,
fifth round,
but
third
they,
round
but
draft.
they don't matter. But you have once you're in the NFL, you can get the weapons. I mean, you can go back to the sorry Rams who beating us up in 2000. Kurt Warner. Look at all the weapons he had around him, from Isaac Bruce, Torrey Hope, Marshall Faulk, Isaac Haim. Like he had all the weapons.
Yeah,
All
they're
these
very
weapons,
fast.
even blocking for him, Orlando Pace. All these Hall of Famers now, but at the time they wasn't. Nobody knew who Kurt Warner was. And then all of a sudden
Yeah,
he won the Super Bowl. So it just always like that. Looking, I mean, every quarterback usually gonna have weapons. In the beginning, Brady probably did, and Montana did, but eventually you get a Rice, you get a Moss, you get a Grunt. You always gonna have some sort of weapon, or your defense is good to help carry you. Everybody usually gonna have weapons. You can't just have one quarterback and just you gonna win a Super Bowl. It's not gonna work that way.
yeah, it's a team game. And, they got to give credit to the entire team. Like with Brady, in Brady's case, he had a defensive genius in Bill Belichick, who also made the right decisions overall because he always hired some great offensive coordinators who couldn't get the job done without him, by the way. He always came back. But when you have somebody like that, a great leader, it works out. And that's how it is with the Niners. Niners, Purdy, Purdy is doing his thing. He's running the offense. He plays well under pressure, as you can see with the Super Bowl. Purdy is the man.
If you watch that
No,
Super Bowl, again, we could have won, but when we drove down in overtime, what happened? They didn't block for him. Like, what do you expect him to do? That's why I
yeah,
said we should have worked. I mean, he had to run. Like, he got us down at the end. You didn't block, and then you get free. You got to make that throw, but still should have won it. But it's all right. But I'm believing in Purdy because every time. I mean, that was his first full year starting, and in that one year he broke the Niners record, and that's not an extra game he did in 16 games. Because I believe the
mm,
record was most yards in the season held by Jeff Garcia, so he passed that one up already.
yeah. I know
So everybody, everybody have
T.O.'s thinking like, damn, if I could play with Purdy, damn. Shit,
hopefully
I
is,
know
but everybody is always taking a shot. Cause you understand that? Yeah, we had Jimmy. He took it to Super Bowl too, but it's two completely different people. You could say he's a game manager all you want. I don't think he's a game manager. I think
no,
I
yeah, he's
think
more than a game manager. And know what? You talk about how Purdy's getting all this hate. wait till this year. It's going to get even more. It's going to get
Oh,
worse
good.
because the way he's going to play this year. Oh my God, they're going to be really hating on him.
He played good
Like,
last year, but we just didn't have weapons. So everybody trying to knock him, say it's back down to reality. He had nobody playing. Like everybody was hurt. We
yeah,
just
that
got to kill
happens.
him.
We don't have the resources,
And he
but
still did good. So if you don't give him weapons, that's usually going to happen. Or there's people hurt. Like he was throwing, like he had Jennings, then he got hurt. I'm looking at the running backs. Even Isaac Arundel, he got hurt. Like every time he went down, somebody was getting hurt every time. I'm like, I don't know.
man, the key to that is let's see, we have to make sure Christian McCaffrey's healthy because he's such a great overall. And speaking of what you're talking about with Kurt Warner, he's like a Marshall Faulk. They're like that same type of dynamic running back they can do. They are good at receiving and running. But he's older. He's how old? He's 29 years old, so that's like 55 in running back years.
But
So
that
it's
that Buffalo game, that would hurt me. Because
oh
that's the game
yeah,
that he got hurt. That was it for him after that. I mean, the way he slipped in the snow, I'm like, damn.
yeah. Like you should have kept
Nah,
him assignment.
yeah, but he was already hurt, so he came back a couple games and got hurt. But then he had movie after that. I mean, that game irritated me anyways, because only concern I give Purdy is the weather.
Oh
If he
yeah,
can just play a little
yeah.
better,
Oh, I
remember the
forgot
game
about
against
that.
cause the game against the Packers in the division round, and it was raining, but he couldn't keep his hands. The ball was slipping at times, but he
You look
still he
that up.
still made the throws though. But I seen it; it was a little stressful. I don't think it should have been as close as it was.
I thought search on Google Brock Purdy's hand size. And that's the thing they always talk about. Let me look at his hands.
Hey
How
man, the
big is
hand size, the hand size is the hand size, but it is what it is. I like
talking
him.
about the grip?
Hold on one second.
Uh, Brock Purdy's hand. Is this Brock Purdy's hand? I'm looking at it right now. Let me make sure it's real first before I want to get on a fetish site or nothing.
Now the hand size, no, and the height and the hands. I believe the boy is what 6 foot, 6'1". He's good. He's good. I
Yeah.
don't care.
Never mind.
The
I
hands,
don't even.
the hand size always what it is, but I think it's just the weather. It is you can't grip that ball like a lot. Some quarterbacks had that issue. You can't just grip the ball. You're not gonna be good. But I mean, you ain't gonna have a perfect quarterback.
Yeah, you have your pros and cons. That happens.
Well, it's
But
more if it's more pros than cons. I'll ride with it. I believe more pro.
yeah,
I mean, he came into his rookie year, quarterback getting hurt against a Dolphin team that was hot. I mean, they was on top, and then he took over. I'm like just kept going with it, flowing with it, and did good. Then the next game he had to play against Tom Brady. I don't care if you can say he declined or nothing. He played good. You can't just sit there and say I got the weapons. You gotta put the ball there. Then he said he can't come back. He did it against the Packers in that rain game. Then he said he can't come back from a bigger lead. He did it against the Lions, and that was 24-7. I mean, came back quickly with it. So, and in the Super Bowl, yeah, could have won it, but it's all right. And then injuries, I mean, it's always going to happen. It's always going to be injuries, both sides of the field, from Warner with a broken foot, McCaffrey hurting himself again. Kittle's never going to play a full season because he stays getting hurt, but he got to, that's just the way he plays. Jennings
he
got
had a
hurt
great
at
year
the
last
end.
year though.
He still did
Kittle.
over 1,000 again, but he had to carry
Yep.
it. Because then you had like Juwan Jennings. I'm saying if he didn't get hurt, he would have broke 1,000.
Yeah.
If you look at Juwan Jennings' number, the game he had against the Rams, the game he had against the Patriots, I mean, the catches he was making, if he didn't get hurt, I think he would have broke 1,000. That would have been two back to back. I mean, he would have had his first 1,000-yard year. McCaffrey
Juwan
came
Jennings kind
in,
of reminds you of like a John. Is he like a John Taylor? He's like the
may have who? He's more of a. Okay, if you want to go far back, he can be that, but John Taylor, I think, was a little bit more into the offense than he was. But I say Juwan Jennings, he replaced Kendrick Bourne when he left and went to the Patriots. So then he was the one we got. So Kendrick Bourne was like the good third string. And then we had Juwan Jennings who had to like basically move so he could still be that third string option. I'm trying to think of another example. Maybe I don't know. If you have like two good receivers and you have that third one, it's always like a third receiver that can do good though. Because we had Debo and Kittle. I mean, let's say Brandon, you can Debo, and then you had Jennings.
yeah.
So now we need Yuke, who we didn't bring up yet either, who was also hurt. So I keep saying, with so many injuries. If we come back healthy, we got a little spoiled with the Super Bowl run we had, and if we went so hard, it was just injuries. So he can come
Yes.
back healthy. He might not play week one, but I don't know how long his rehab is going, but he's walking, so it's a lot better. So if he can come back healthy, not give me like a 1,000-yard year, but at least give me production, and then Jennings can pick it up or Ricky can pick it up. Kittle's gonna hold it down too. I think we'll be fine. And then I don't believe in that. We have the easiest schedule. That's last year because teams are going to get better. Teams playing up. We had a bad record too, but I believe we're going to do better than we did if we healthy.
Well, you're talking about the receivers. Let me see this article right here. Or the 49ers web zone.
That's what I don't know. Why didn't we pick him up, especially Cooper? That's the main one. Now we're just talking about that.
Already?
No, him and Keenan Allen still off. They're still out, and Cooper is only like 31 years old. So I don't know what happened with him in Cleveland, but I thought he was doing good in Cleveland. So I don't know, but that's just mystery to me.
Yeah. So far our top receivers are Juwan Jennings and Ricky Purcell. So we got to rely on them to man.
But that was last year because they had to be the top because they had the injury. Ayuk was out. So we can get a Cooper. I don't know if we need a receiver. That's probably why we didn't pick him up because we pretty much good with the weapons. We have offense. We didn't lose. We only lost Debo, the big one. We lost some running backs, but if we running backs, we can always put anybody in there and they can be good. Re-signed Juszczyk, who we thought was gone, so he's still here for. So we have the weapons. So offense is just Debo's the big drop off. So with Debo, you got to step up more, and then for a youth position, it got to be either Ricky Purcell or it got to be Juwan Jennings.
Yeah,
so if you bring another receiver in, just maybe there's going to be too much talent, and everybody's going to be wanting the ball like last year. So we'll see, but I think offense will be good. McCaffrey can stay healthy, and then we have more running backs. So,
then it's the
I'm not that worried.
The offensive line as well. Let me see.
That's the main one. That's what got to stay healthy. If we did, but we went more on the defensive line. I thought we was going to be on the offensive line, but we got Trent Williams, the main one, but we can keep him healthy and block a little better. But that's the only issue.
Shout out to 49ers web zone, by the way.
I just need them to be a little better. I just need to protect them. Not like don't give them all the time, but give them enough time for the receiver to get open. I mean, if you just getting off the line and getting to him, ain't nothing he can do. Give him a little time. Any new quarterback can be good. So I think he's gonna have an even big year. Everybody talking about the contract situation. I'm not hearing that. What is it? 5 years, 265. You can get all into the numbers with that and talking about he got overpaid, he got underpaid. No, he got paid what he was worth. He did good every year. So I'm glad he's staying.
Yeah, you gotta keep him. Like, what are we gonna try to get somebody else? Oh wait, we got Mac Jones as backup. Hopefully, we don't have to be in a situation where we need to see how he plays. So
yeah, only time I want to see Mac Jones is a blowout. Bring him in.
Yeah, he'd be a good blow. Yeah, it'll be good to watch him when we know it'll be perfect. Super Bowl, we blowing the team out in the Super Bowl, then Mac Jones goes in there. We're like, damn, Mac Jones. Oh, Mac Jones doing his thing.
That whole draft class, I think I want to forget. That 2021 draft class, this didn't work out for anybody on there. Only one that's still on the team is Trevor Lawrence. I mean, we messed up with Zach Wilson's not doing good. Trey Lance is not doing good. Mac Jones. Who else? The dude he went. What's his name? Forgot his name. He went to the Bears and he went to the Steelers, but a lot of them is not doing good. I don't know if this is a buzz class, but we end up getting our quarterback, so we're good.
Yeah, we got our guy. Yeah,
so it worked. It worked out for us. So
the relevant pick of the draft, huh?
Hey, you can call me
the most relevant.
I mean, you got somebody that go undrafted. Man, good. He is relevant, but I'm ready. I'm ready for week one. Oh, well, actually, I want to see training camp to see what we're doing. So that's coming up soon. I know it's this month actually. So we got training camp, then we got preseason, and then we get to the main games. I just want to kind of see what we're doing. If we're looking good that first training, then I'm not worried because we have.
Yeah, so we got for our offensive line, we got Colton McKivitz, right tackle, Trent Williams, the beast, left tackle, Connor Colby, a rookie. I don't know if he's starting, but that's a rookie, and Jake Brindle at center. And Trent Williams has his silverback. Let me see. I was watching a Dave Lombardi video. He has a silverback. You know how Kittle had tight end U. Trent Williams has his own camp, silverback something.
But yeah, we
He has
lost.
all.
We did lose Aaron Banks though, but that was a big loss. But that's all right. We can build a good offense line again.
Yeah, he's with Green Bay now.
I think we had to do more on the defense. I'm assuming that's what Salah had. I keep thinking he had more say so on it. But free agency, I don't know what's going on with Cooper, especially. Allen, I can say maybe getting up there with injury, but Cooper, I don't know. Maybe I don't know what's going on. He had a good, decent year for playing for the Browns, but I don't personally think we need him. I think we need this maybe another running back, but running back we're not too worried about because we can get anybody in there to do good and run that running back, and McCaffrey stays healthy.
Yeah, because these guys, the backups, could do well as pair running backs. McCaffrey's just a different guy, man. He's just a multi-talented guy. He can do the receiving. That's what makes him dangerous. Like he's a receiving threat.
Yeah, he's a Roger Craig type, Marshall Faulk type. You know, Moto. He's not just getting the ball handed off to him. So he did a lot for us. That's why I believe he had a lot of wear and tear. But I don't know. I'm just ready. Cause you forget people don't think Purdy can run if he wanted to. So everything I'm seeing, I'm calling it. I'm not really worried about the offense. If they just make the plays and capitalize, we should be fine. But
And
that's on the outside looking in.
if that defense is good, I don't think we have to worry about the offense too much. Because if they
But
if they're solid, I mean, I'm sure it might be a lot of close games, but defensive wins championships and keep that game close. Purdy don't have to do too much, but when it comes to crunch time, that's when Purdy knows how to produce. He's just not a guy that's going to put up big numbers. He's a guy that even when things don't go right, he'll eventually get it right. He has
he can
that
put
type
up the
of.
numbers he wants. He just makes the right plays, the right throws. He makes some throws. I mean, everybody makes certain throws, but if he makes the right throws, makes the right plays, right decision, I'm not worried. Defense,
Yeah.
same thing. We just stop him when we need to stop him. It's not always going to be perfect. It's going to be mistakes. He might throw a pick every now and then, but if we have a decent defense, if he does make a mistake, we can stop him. Hold him to 3 or make him punt. So I'm ready to see what we're going to do. They're talking about the divisions, probably going to either Seattle or the Rams again. So I'm not worried. I'm like, good. Keep thinking that.
Oh
So
God, the Rams.
yeah, I know.
Shit.
But we have who we have in the first Seattle and Seattle, so we can get that over with right now and see what we can do with that.
Yeah, it's a different Seattle now.
There's a bunch of new quarterbacks around here too, but Stafford's still there. But I believe Cooper's gone, and he went to Seattle actually. Man, that's crazy. Actually
I'm in
went to
Los
Seattle.
Angeles.
So we gonna see him week 1.
I'm in Los Angeles right now. All they do is whine about Rams, we get this. Like y'all won in 2020, everything was perfect. Y'all won the Super Bowl when it was in Los Angeles. You had the best halftime show you had in a long time. Y'all still whining. I'm like,
Yeah, that
stop
should have
complaining.
been that could have been us. I think we would have won the Super Bowl that year if we got past them and beat the Bengals. But
Yeah, that
a
one
lot of
that
mistakes on that one. Jaquasi Tart missing that interception right in his hand that could have sealed it. And then Jimmy, threw that pick. But, that's the pass. But we have a lot of close calls. I feel like we get there this finish. That's all I'm asking. But I believe it's going to happen soon. If
it might be
hey,
very
maybe
soon.
you never know. I'm confident it can happen. I'm just following everything. Everybody, most likely Kittle's going to retire a Niner, so we're good with that.
Oh yeah, because that's him. He's like the leader right
And
now.
Fred Warner, we signed
Fred
him
Warner.
too.
Yeah, Fred Warner and
messed his foot up.
Debo's a good leader too. He when sometimes it seems like we don't have no energy. Then he'll make a big play and he'll get everybody pumped up. But his body got beat down, especially after that year, that MVP year he had. When not Kittle, when Kyle Shanahan was just running
that's the
into
year
the
we
ground.
lost to the Rams, 2020. See, but I knew Debo was gone. It was a game against, I believe, the Buccaneers when the kicker kept missing field goals. He's getting into it with the long snapper. I seen that. I'm like, all right. I kind of figured he wanted it out, but I think he wanted to first start. Heard he was saying he wasn't getting the ball a lot. So, when we got so many weapons, everybody wants to touch the ball. So,
yeah.
I mean, every receiver wants the ball. Every receiver wants the ball. So,
how's Debo's blocking?
They all block. You have to block in that offense. Even Brandon Ayuk, they all have to block out to Jawan Jennings. They all block that because you're gonna be a run team like that. The way we do with Yak, in order to get them yards at the catch, you got to block. So all of them can block. So I'm not worrying about that. So he'll be good in Washington. I'm rooting for him. They was trying to call him fat, which is stupid. He's in shape. He's gonna be good. He's Dallas Cowboys' problem now. Not so they got to see him twice a year.
Well,
So I'm hoping he do good out there. But he got a new deal.
Possible playoff opponent for us.
Well,
Yeah,
we'll
that'd
see.
be interesting.
We'll see.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I'm more into beating my division, getting the division title. And the Super Bowl's in Santa Clara this year, so maybe we can host it this year. And maybe that'd be the way we can do it.
Yep. Yeah, that'd be a cool moment right there. Maybe it was meant to be this year. I was thinking it was meant to be we did make it to the Super Bowl in Vegas, but we'll see this year.
That's what it is. It's all right. I think it's all right. We getting a weapon. We also young. We're building. So I'm tired of that 5. I'm ready to move up past the 5 and get to a new one.
Yep.
So I'm ready.
Yeah, I'm
ready to move. Debo. We gotta see. Winters do good to replace Greenlaw. Defense should be good. Lenore needs to keep his butt out of trouble. He's in your city.
Yeah, my sister was talking about. She was saying when they're playing hot potato with the keys.
Yeah, playing keep away.
Like he said, his friend tossed the key to him. Like you shouldn't toss the key to the breadwinner. You should go to jail. And then Lenore got he has the money. He'll bail you out. So now you're not going to be on the headlines. Like you should have tossed the key to him.
In the off season they put everything in the news, but yeah, I heard he playing keep away hot potato with the keys. I ain't heard nothing about it since, so hopefully he's good now. So it is. So that's the only drama I've seen this year. But during the offseason they put everything on drama. So I ain't got no drama. Other than that, we've been very positive. We've been signing everybody early. I'm ready for football. So the next podcast I want if you don't mind, I want to break down the schedule game by game.
Oh, that'll be the next one.
Because they keep saying we have the easiest schedule, so that's what I want to do. I'm ready to break that down game by game to see what we have. Because I don't believe no team is a pushover.
Yeah, hopefully. That's how it was with the Patriots when they were winning all the Super Bowls. They had the weak division.
I think they did.
At the end of the day, you got to win the playoffs. You got to win the Super Bowl.
If we win it, we keep the momentum going. We're ready. So I'm ready for the next one. Purdy's good. I'm saying, if you look at the man's numbers, I don't think the hate is good. I keep telling you, stop hating on him. They don't keep hating on him. I don't know if his look, if he's just a nice guy. He just smiles. You got Chris Collinhurst making it. Hey, don't put your hat backwards now. He has a problem with that. That's not very professional. I'm like, just leave the man alone. He's from Iowa. He goes out, he farms. You don't see him DUIs. You don't see none of that. He just smiles, he's happy, clean cut, and they got a problem with it. I don't know if the word was corny, way too square, or whatever it is. It's not a good reason to hate on somebody. So I don't get the Purdy hate.
I think they see him as like I don't know, like a Cooper. I remember Cooper Rush had almost had a season like that. Or what's his name who played for the Eagles? Carson Wentz.
But Wentz got hurt, so it was Nick Foles who took over. Though.
Yeah,
Wentz had a good start.
I know Wentz had that. He had a great year, then he got hurt.
And he got hurt. And Nick Foles took over.
But then he never played good again. Wentz just never got it back.
Yeah, but it'd be like that. Injury is part of the game. But my quarterback is good. I'm about to purchase my jersey, so he needs to be part of the game now. But I just don't get the. I don't know. I don't know if he's a quiet guy, a nice guy, or somebody had a problem with it. But he put up these great. I think he exceeded expectation, and people didn't like that. That's what I'm thinking.
What happened?
So great. Because he did, and they had to blame somebody. You have the base on he's not even valuable on the team. Okay, I'm like, all right. Well, if you compare these numbers, I don't listen to none of that. He came in, he was ready. I liked him when they drafted. I seen him playing in the preseason. I seen garbage. I seen nips and bits. Did we think he's gonna be what he is? Probably. Nobody think he's gonna take us to a Super Bowl and almost win it. But he earned his money, so it ain't like they just gave it to him.
Yeah, Eagles.
So we gotta pay. Every quarterback got to get paid.
Yeah, you got to get paid out here, and not every quarterback has a supermodel wife like Tom Brady, where they can kind of take little pay cuts here and there.
Hey,
Purdy's like, my wife's not a supermodel. I'm sure she's an excellent wife
now.
Yeah. Tom Brady's wife. Purdy got a good wife. He locked that down quick. He like, I'm gonna get my now. This is married Purdy. At first it was just Purdy with we had the Purdy girlfriend Purdy, then we had fiance Purdy. Now this is like the Super Saiyan, blue level of Purdy right here, married Purdy. No.
I'm
Then
ready
then when
for.
he has kids, that's gonna be the next level of Purdy.
I'm ready for winning Purdy. That's what I'm waiting for.
Yeah, Super Bowl
Clutch
Purdy
Purdy.
right here. He
That
always
Purdy
been
who
clutch.
did good in the
I
championship game
still
against
watch
the
that Detroit
Lions.
Lions game. I still
Hmm?
watch that Detroit Lions game. Yeah,
Even the one we lost to him on Monday Night Football the last year, we did good in that one because we had
yeah.
nobody and we still hung in there until the fourth quarter. And they finally broke off on us, so we were giving them a run for their money. We could have won that game. So I like that. I seen snips, so I'm ready.
I
I'm
think
ready. So Purdy's
I
going
think this
he
new
gonna do good.
offense.
Offense is not too much of a word. Defense more of a word. Offense, we have the weapons. The only one we worry about is Ayuk. He's the only injury one right now.
Oh, yeah.
See,
Yeah, and all the rumors and drama behind it is Dave Lombardi already put that to bed. He's like, yeah, there's a lot of rumors and drama. A lot of these 49er pages be spreading drama.
well, it's nothing to talk about for him. We could keep
Oh
talking about
yeah,
this until football has to get here. They're going to spread. They're going to spread stuff. Oh, does he want to be there? Or were we going to trade him? Was he trying to go here? Yeah. But at the end of the day, we're with him. Everybody talking about trade him after he gets hurt. Finally, after doing back-to-back 1,000-yard game years. But now when he gets hurt, get rid of him. He's drama. He's this. I don't listen to none of that. Just produce because they said the same thing with Debo after his big year,
yeah,
and he held it. I found do holdouts. We didn't hear that this year.
yeah. They
So
got
you
it
gotta
done.
remember, every time somebody hold out, they making a fuss. We don't have none of that drama this year. About like last year, went to a youth, and then with Debo, then it was Trent Williams, and then one time it was Nick Bosa until almost a week one. So it was always a holdout.
Yeah,
So
and see
keep them
Kittle in the back of
contract,
your
keep them
background
good.
spiking the
What's that?
ball. So yeah, and I see Kittle in your background spiking the ball. He's
Yeah, that
good.
was a beautiful game, but we ready. I think he gonna finish strong. So we'll see where that goes. As long as we keep winning.
Just gotta win, man. As long as we win, I mean, that's all. That's what it's about at the end of the day. Winning, win. Then I don't want to deal with all the stressful games, but when you do win, you can look back on it and like, damn, man, I know that was stressful, but I like watching it now. That's why I like watching that Lions game. Because it was a lot of. I remember I was being so disappointed. I was sitting there like, damn, we losing a lot, but then it just
That was a
everything
bad
is.
start. Well, not bad start. They just came out. They came out flying, and then they took their foot off, started doing stuff they shouldn't have done. I'm glad they did it. So I'm like, hey, you just letting us stay in there, and momentum kicked in. I'm
Yeah, I
like,
know
we
that
let do
moment
that.
when before halftime they were about to score and they decided to go for a field goal because the Lions coach he's known for just going for it and he decided
Oh,
to kick a
Campbell
field goal.
always
I thought he
does
was going
that.
to run it in. I like he kicked a field goal. I was like, oh, you messed up right there, buddy. And it gave us a little bit of hope. And he just made two crucial mistakes, and that brought us back, swung the momentum around. And
That's for laws we don't like that he did that, but hey, that's on him. If he would, I seen him actually make him do good on them fourth down, that works out for him. So it's that far as a gamble. He's a gambler. So oh well,
Gamble lost all his
worked out
money.
in our favor. So
Yep.
long as we keep it, I don't want it close. If it is close, Purdy got to do what Purdy got to do. If we can do
Well, all
that, then
right.
we're good.
Think we broke it down enough. And the next podcast we're gonna go over the schedule. We're gonna break down the schedule and see how.
Since it's the easiest, I'm ready
Yeah,
to break that
so,
down game
well,
by game.
hopefully it's the
That's
easiest
last
schedule.
year. No such thing as easy as any given Sunday.
Yeah, but
I'm
everything
ready to
should be
let the
easy.
party hate. I think it's not. It's always gonna be there, but we'll be all right. Offense to stay healthy, then we're good.
And
Bottom
they
line.
need. Hopefully they do hate on him more because if they're hating on him more, that means he's winning.
Well, there's no drama.
More wins you
I
get,
mean,
it happened with Brady. If I was a New England Patriots fan, everybody's hating on Brady. I'm like, go ahead and hate on him. We collecting rings like
they had a good
Thanos
run,
collecting.
but I'm ready to break down the schedule next. And man, we almost to football season, so we getting closer.
That's when it's really gonna get fun because I don't know you work on the weekend, so we'll see if we get. I may have to stream myself on the stream when the game's on for people while it's live, and then see us freak out and get angry, or just celebrate when we do win. And that's when it's really gonna get fun. Maybe we're watching the game, we start drinking. Who knows what may happen? That's when we're gonna get turned up. We're calm right now. Right now, it's the calm before the storm. When that season starts, we're gonna start seeing
I
the
was
crazy
calm
side
last
of
year.
us.
After the Super Bowl run, I was calm last year. I didn't get too
Oh
hyped.
yeah.
Even the Super Bowl loss, I was calm. I was calm the whole
Oh yeah.
game because I
Oh,
mean, after that Super Bowl loss to the Chiefs the first time, I don't get hyped up. I get hyped, but I don't. I didn't really stress. I had seen it, and I remember he threw the pass and the confetti fell. I was like, well, people call me talking. I'm like, all right, get it out, get it out. And
oh,
next
you
year,
crack open that bottle yet? See, you still have it?
and when we win the Super Bowl, not when we go,
Oh,
gotta
so
win it,
you still have it open? Yeah.
win, not go. But yeah, we'll
All right.
break down the schedule next, and then we'll see where it goes. So I'm ready.
All right, and that's it. That's it for the podcast. We broke down the offense. They have this offensive line ranked number 12. I was trying to look if there's any ranking for the offense overall, but we're number 12, and that doesn't matter at the end of the day. We got to see how it works out when the season's actually happening. And what matters most is W's. And that's where we're gonna get W's a lot.
Let's stack them up.
All right, that's it, man. That's
Till
episode
next time,
2.
faithful.